One man roots for OU, the other for OSU. One man worked at the UPS store, the other drove a UPS truck. And it was this interaction that will lead both to undergo surgery in September, with Jason Henley donating his kidney to Greg Hall. Henley noticed Hall was absent from his job at the UPS store. He further learned Hall could no longer work and was on dialysis. So Henley looked into donating a kidney, and after filling out the paperwork, found out he was a match. The surgery is set for September 21st at Integris Hospital.
And so I asked him, hey, what's going on? How are you? And he said, I'm sick. My kidneys are failing. I need a transplant. And I asked him, what does that mean? How do you find out who can give you a kidney? Do you have family? And he said he didn't know yet. And so he gave me a phone number, and I called the transplant center, and they asked me a few preliminary health questions and gave me some information. And then they sent me out an application packet with a lot of information on it. The information packet, I was scared to fill it out. It sat on my desk at home for over a month because I knew that if this was one of my purposes God wanted me to do, if I filled it out, it was just going to be a matter of time. I filled it out and I sent it in, and they matched me up with him. They started, about 10 months go by of all his testing, and he ended up on the recipient list, and then they called me. They started running some tests, some blood and tissue matches, and wanted to make sure I was healthy enough for surgery, and we matched. There was nothing that was going to prohibit me donating him a kidney.
He felt like this is what he had been led to do. He said this is what he had felt like the Lord was calling him to do this. So, and it's been, and all praises to God, man. It's been a crazy year. I moved back to the city to finish my degree. I was going to school, and was trying to find a part-time job that would go along with my school schedule, and couldn't find a job anywhere except for UPS. And I didn't want to work there, but I took the job just to make some money. And so I felt that's where God led me, put me and Jason together, and he's been orchestrating this whole thing.
I'm not nervous yet. I've taken this week to tell the people on my route and the customers that I'm going to be out, for a few months. I've been on this route for about 6 years, so over the years I've learned to listen to people, hear their needs. I invite them into my life story so they can invite me into theirs, and through relationship, if there's needs, if there's a way that I can fill that, then this just happens to be a little bit more extreme than what I'm used to.
I've always had a real close relationship with Jesus, with Christ, so I knew everything was going to be okay. But in the back of my mind, I was like, how am I going to work? Because I kept on going with school. I never stopped school. I kept going. I was too close to finish my degree. So after he told me he's filling out the paperwork, again, I was thinking all the things that I'll be able to do. I'll be able to work and provide for my family. And thinking about how I want to help other people and be a blessing to others.